You finally decided to come to China and you're wondering, what kind of stuff should I pack? I've got you, sis. I've got you, bro. Watch this video to the end to find out some of the most essential things that you should bring with you to China. Hi AJ fam, what's good? What's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here on my channel, hi, my name is Gloria and I live in China with my family. I am also a PhD student at Hohai University here in Nanjing, and I make videos on this channel about my faith as a Christian. I also make helpful videos about coming to study in China on scholarship, as well as how you can live and thrive and be happy as a foreigner, as an expat living here in China. In this video today, I'm going to be telling you guys some of the most essential things that you should bring along with you when you're coming to China. So say you're coming to China to study, you're coming to China to work, you're coming to China for whatsoever purpose. These are some of the things that you need to bring with you, okay? And first of all, let me just say this here, yeah? You guys, don't bring clothes with you. Please, please. Don't bring clothes and loads of clothes to China. No. Trust me, China is that place where you're going to get enough clothes to wear. Like more clothes than you can even wear. Okay. So I see a lot of people sometimes that are coming to China, and they are going shopping, buying clothes. Now, I'm not saying obviously don't have one piece of clothes in your bag, but let them be very few. You can even bring just 2 pairs of trousers, 2 pairs of shirts, and 1 jacket. Like, I know I'm exaggerating a bit, but that is just to tell you how much you should not bring clothes, unnecessary clothes to China. Now, in contrast, if you are going to bring any clothing items to China, let them be traditional outfits, okay? Let them be traditional clothing. You can even bring some costume thingy about your culture. You can bring like nicely sewn traditional outfits. I'm talking about maybe people from Africa right now. We have all these traditional outfits of ours. You should definitely bring at least 1 pair of traditional outfits. You can bring even like cultural beads and some of these things that we use to display our culture, because trust me, one of these days your school, your university is going to tell you guys, oh, dress up in your natural, in your native costumes, and we're having a program or something, and then you will be grateful to me for this video, okay? If you actually heed to my advice, that is. I've lived in China for close to 4 years now, so when I tell you guys what you should bring, what you need, you best believe that I know what I'm talking about. You guys bring food stuff. Bring food stuff, like loads and loads of food stuffs. Of course, food stuffs from your country when coming to China. Now, this is for 2 reasons. Number 1, I have realized that not everybody easily adjust to Chinese food. Not everybody loves to eat Chinese food like the moment they come to China. And if you happen to fall into that category of people who don't really fancy Chinese food, okay, you're going to have to be eating the foods that you brought from home for the meantime before you come to China. Now, when I'm talking about bringing your native food, I'm not saying bring, especially for people in Nigeria, for example, I'm not saying bring rice, beans. Those things are here in China, trust me. But bring like, those condiments that you use to make your native food. Bring them a lot. Bring a lot of them, especially if you're someone who loves native food. Bring a lot of them, because they actually sell these things here in China, but they are super expensive. Unfortunately, China is not like the UK or the US where you have like an African store in every city. I mean, I've heard that there are African stores in Guangzhou, but that's because there are like tons and tons of foreigners, especially black people in Guangzhou. And as a matter of fact, I feel like Guangzhou is already an extension of Africa here in China, okay? But for like cities here in Nanjing or Beijing or all these other places, I doubt, like I've never heard of a proper African store. So usually the people who sell these things are on WeChat, and they ain't cheap. Trust me. I mean, I don't blame them, because with shipping the foodstuffs and all of that, they get expensive. But as much as you can, bring local foodstuffs. Bring, I don't know, I don't really want to name certain things, because I mean, I'm talking to a large crowd. I'm not just talking to Nigerians, so I cannot just be calling Nigerian foodstuffs. But either you're from Nigeria, you're from South Africa, you're from Zambia, you're from Zimbabwe, you're from Namibia, you're from any African country at all, you're from Ghana, the native things that you guys use to prepare your native foods, bring them. You are going to be grateful that you did. Another thing that I usually advise people to bring with them when coming to China are maybe some medicines that you probably really need. I know for some people you might have some, health challenges that requires you to take a certain medicine. You might need to take some of those medicines. I'm not saying you can't find medicines in China. I'm just saying that before you find, the medicine that will continue to sustain you or sustain your condition, whatever it is that you need the medicines for, it might take a while. So and sometimes your system might not even accept some of the medicines that they give you. I feel like sometimes it's a gamble. Sometimes they can give you medicine and the medicine will work quick and you're back on your feet. But I feel like sometimes the Chinese medicines, they take a while to work. I don't know if it's just my observation. If you also live in China and you have this observation, let me know. Or if you have a different observation, feel free to leave it in the comments. I feel like sometimes Chinese medicines, they don't really work the way I would want them to work. And in that moment, I would just be thinking, oh, if I had Panadol or something from back home, I would just take a Panadol and this headache will be gone, or this body ache and things like that. So you might want to bring a few of those tablets that you might need, once in a while. It doesn't hurt, okay? Just throw one or two of them in your bag when you're coming to China. Still talking about foods, I would also advise that you bring some of your local snacks. If there are some of these snacks, that you like to eat from back home, you might want to add one or two of those in your bag, because sometimes, you can just snack on it and it will just give you the feeling of being home as well. Sometimes China can get lonely, you can get homesick. But if you have some of these things from back home, I don't know, you can just look around you. There's some snacks, some certain biscuits. Recently, I even had to ship shortbread from Nigeria. And it just gives you a feeling of being home. Some of these little treats that you would normally enjoy from back home, please bring them with you to China. If you are also someone who is very particular about the type of attachments that she uses to braid her hair, in my opinion, some of the attachments that we buy here on Pinduoduo, they are good enough. This my hair that I just made, you guys. I made it with an attachment that I bought from Pinduoduo, and you guys can see that it looks good, right? It doesn't look shabby and all of that. But some professionals will tell you that, oh no, the attachments that they sell here in China are fake. Like, they're not really like the ones from back home, and maybe they're not, but I wouldn't know, okay? I'm not a professional. As long as it looks good on me, I'm good to go. So you might also want to add 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 expression in your bag that you can use to make your hair. I'm just telling you guys, for my ladies that like to slay and look good, some people do complain that the attachments sold here in China, they're not really soft, they're not really silky, they don't really relax, like even after you've put them in hot water and all of that. I'm just telling you guys from my experience. So you can add some of that when you are coming. Also very important, you need to come with toothbrush, like toothbrush from back home. Trust me, you guys, the brushes that they sell here in China, they are very, very soft. Like, their bristles are always soft. No matter how you look, like, I bought a lot of brushes after I came to China, and, they were not, they were not giving. Especially, like, when the brush I came from Nigeria with got old, I couldn't find another suitable brush with, like, not too hard. I don't want a smoker's brush. I don't smoke, but then I want bristles that are hard enough to at least clean my teeth, right? But these Chinese brushes, it's like it's a baby's teeth that they think they are brushing. The bristles are too soft, in my opinion. So you might want to put in toss in a couple of toothbrushes, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 that you're going to use for a long period of time before you can buy more from home. Okay, now COVID is over, so anything you don't come with, you can always ask them to ship it to you at some other expense later. But if you have space in your bag, these are things that you should put in. Okay, these are a few of the things that I feel like are very important for you guys to bring while coming to China. Trust me, you don't need all those cardigan you're putting in your bag. Don't go and buy those okrika jackets that because you're going to Obodo Ibo now. Obodo Ibo means abroad, by the way. because you're going abroad now, you need to dress and look like someone that's going abroad. No, 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 trust me, you don't need it. You can buy all those things here. They're very cheap, they're very, very affordable. Just come with a few clothes and maybe just, you know, a few clothes that you can't really find here, right? Native clothes and things like that, and you know, the rest will sort out themselves. Yeah, so I hope that you guys have found this video helpful. If you watched up to this point, thank you so much, you're a real one. Head and give this video a massive thumbs up right now. Okay, also subscribe to my channel, of course. If you're new here, you're not yet subscribed, and you want to stay in the loop, you want to get information about, you know, life in China and how you can live and thrive and be happy and be successful here in China. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best in your China journey. Subscribe to my channel and let's just be friends, okay? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching once again. Please share this video as well if there's someone that you feel might need it, and they'll be very grateful to you. Hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. For now, bye guys.